What's going on, guys? We are Tottenham TV here. It's your match review of the Norwich draw yesterday, 2-2 at Carrow Road. Let's go into what we thought of the game. It was, a first half which we started quite well, but after 20 minutes going 1-0 down after a shocking mistake by Foyth, we ended up going in at half-time 1-0 down. We changed things up in the second half. We were the much better team, but we still couldn't get the win over the line. But what did you think when you first saw the lineup? You're thinking, this is exactly what we want from Jose, exactly what we were calling for last game. We wanted Lo Celso on the pitch. We wanted to play a more of attacking style. With the lineup we were given, you're thinking, okay, Jose's listening. He's going to go into this game with a more attacking approach, and it was not working initially.
I think everyone was happy with the lineup when it first came out. You're talking about proper ball players, proper creative players, and Lo Celso and Eriksen and Dele, all in the side, Ndombele as well. And we came out the blocks well, I thought. I thought we had 4 clear-cut chances early on. Definitely the one with Dele Alli and Harry Kane breaking through on goal. And then there was another one when Harry Kane just missed the target. So I think that we could have been 1 or 2 goals up really early on. And if we do put 1 or 2 of those chances away, it's a completely different game. And I think we win the game quite comfortably. Then obviously Norwich scored against the run of play with a terrible mistake by Juan Foyth.
And Gaz as well. Could have got down easily. More better to that one. I think he would be disappointed because it was pretty central. So he'll probably be disappointed that he didn't save it.
Yeah, it's a terrible mistake from both of those players, to be honest. And then we go back into our shells a bit, and then Norwich take control of the game, and they're the better side.
Yeah, could have gone 2-0 up with we got lucky.
Should have. It was an absolutely disgraceful VAR decision. Probably the worst one I've seen all season, and that's saying something.
Yeah, Aurier gave the ball away, and then all of a sudden they get a ball over the top to Pukki. Vertonghen misjudges it. It was Pukki's able to get the time on the ball to chest it down and finish it past Gazza as well. And it was actually a pretty good goal from Norwich, although again made from our own mistakes. And all of a sudden, against run of play, from having those 4 chances, we could have been 2-0 down. And just from the luck of the armpit hair that he was offside, it was only 1-0 at half time. But Norwich did, put us under a lot of pressure in those final 20 minutes of the half. And
they're a good side, Norwich. They're a lot better than people give them credit for.
Well, we said that in the preview. We said, look, although Norwich are bottom, that's a false position because they're clearly a very good footballing side, and if you're not on your game, they'll exploit your weaknesses, and that's exactly what they did when we weren't on top of them.
Yeah.
So they're clearly a good footballing side, and you can't take them for granted. They've had some big results against big teams this season.
Yeah, so obviously Foyth had a very bad first half. It got taken off at half-time, as well as Vertonghen. Obviously, it wasn't as bad as Foyth, but I think it was a poor display from Jan Vertonghen, really, in that first half.
Well, we went to a back 4, yeah.
Yeah, so Jose identified these problems, made the changes quickly at half-time, double change. And then how do you think the second half went? Because I thought we played a lot better in that second half.
Yeah, I think it's evident. We went to a back 4. We went to Session left back, Aurier right back with 2 centre-backs. Put Ndombele at the bottom of a 3 with Eriksen, Lo Celso, with a front 3 of Dele, Kane and Lucas. And I thought it worked a lot better. I did think it worked a lot better. I thought Ndombele really took charge.
He grabbed that game by the scruff of the neck in that second half.
Mm-hmm. And they just had nothing, Norwich. The only way they went 2-1 up, which was against run of play. After Eriksen curled in a beautiful free kick, which do you think it should have been a red card? Against the Norwich defender. Against the Norwich defender after Eriksen scored from the free kick.
Yeah, it was a goal scoring opportunity. It really was, and he was last man.
He would have gone through.
That's what I'm saying. So I think you've definitely got a case, but I'm not sure. What do you think?
It's a tough one. I think I have to see it again. I don't think I have to see because the highlights they didn't really show that moment. They just showed the free kick. But
the facts are that he was last man and it was a goal scoring opportunity.
Well, I think the question was whether it was on purpose or not. Yeah. I guess. But I guess you're giving a free kick. You're saying that it was on purpose. You're saying deliberate because the handball's only for deliberate handball. So if it was deliberate, then you have to say
he has to be sent off if it's deliberate.
Because it's intentionally denying a goal scoring opportunity with your hand. So I think they got lucky there to get away with the yellow. But Ericsson buries it with a fantastic finish over the wall, and all of a sudden it's 1-1. Spurs with all the momentum. We've got half an hour to play to get the winner.
Delhi gets an offside goal.
Delhi gets an offside, exactly, after a lovely ball from Osal. So you're thinking, all right, it's only a matter of time before
2 minutes
score.
after Delhi gets that offside goal, they go up the other end, and Aurier does what Aurier did.
Yeah, I mean,
people blaming Sanchez for it, but
I mean, we had that situation because Pukki is an on goal, but he's got a defender next to him, Toby. Toby easily wins the ball. But unfortunately his tackle ricochets off Aurier and it falls into the back of the net. It's just a freak goal. Aurier probably a bit too slow to react. Toby, can you blame him for not hitting it away from goal instead of towards Aurier? Maybe. Sanchez is out of position. You could probably say he was partly to blame. It was just a bit of a mismatch of a few errors, leading to a freak incident that went to the back of the net. All of a sudden, without a shot in the second half, they're 2-1 up.
Yeah, and Jose said the Amazon can make a whole episode or series just on our defensive mistakes.
Yeah, and it really shows.
And that's right. Because our defence has been absolutely shocking this season. There's no two ways about it.
29 goals conceded in 20 games.
It's nuts. And this calendar year of 2019, we've lost the most games out of everyone.
Bournemouth have a better defensive record
How
than us
mad is that?
this season.
How mad is it?
Anyway, they're not known for a great defence.
Yeah. So anyway, we go 2-1 down. And then
all of a sudden Norwich have something to hold on to.
Yeah, they got something to hold on to, but we were peppering them at that time. We were peppering them. I thought Ndombele completely running things in the middle, and then Lucas trying to make stuff happen, Kane trying to make stuff happen. I thought Delhi was a bit anonymous, but we get that penalty.
Which was a fantastic little run from Dele Alli. After Lamella came on, by the way, who made a really good cameo, I thought. I came on for Lo Celso. I thought he really added that bite and energy that we needed at the time. But Dele Alli goes past a couple of players, plays Kane through, and he checks back lovely with a lovely little flick past the Norwich defender, and he draws the penalty.
Yeah, and obviously slots it like Harry Kane slots penalties absolutely brilliantly.
The wrong way. I think Krul had done his homework because he knows Kane's like to the keeper's right or to his bottom left. And I think Kane knows that Krul's clever and would have done his homework, so he goes the opposite direction and sends Krul the wrong way, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Harry Kane has been brilliant under Jose Mourinho. I think he's really upped his game and added a bit of a new dimension to his game as well, a bit of that nasty side, which we never really saw with him before. But anything else in this game?
Yeah, well, we 2-2.
You know what was brilliant is that Dele Alli back heel that we could have scored late on. Do you remember?
Where?
Dele Alli did a back heel, I think, on the edge of the area, and I think it could have got to Lucas, and I think Lucas just fluffed it a bit.
Yeah, I think I remember what you're saying. We did struggle to create too many clear-cut chances from open play, although we did get a lot of very good openings.
It was hard. As soon as they go 2-1 up, they penned everyone back into their box.
It was difficult.
It was backs against the wall for Norwich for those last 20 minutes.
Which is the reason you can't give away stupid, silly goals that we've been giving away. And then when they're penned back so much in their box, what you need is good quality from wide areas. That's exactly what we didn't get.
Yeah.
Aurier was found in very good positions, continually overhitting crosses or inaccurate crosses.
And then the other side, Sessegnon was really anonymous. Every time he got the ball, he seemed to lose it.
He just wasn't able to as well, for lack of quality in crosses, and he was just lacked that confidence to get past his man. And one thing Sessegnon was very good on when he was at Fulham was making very good runs in behind the defences and getting in behind.
He didn't do that.
He just wasn't able to. Maybe it's because he's a bit further back. Maybe he likes it further forward. But when he was playing further forward, he still wasn't doing it. So
but I felt
it's still early days in his Tottenham career, but there's just a few things he has to iron out.
With Ryan Sessegnon, he was getting the ball a lot on the left-hand side. And
Ericsson was finding him many times.
He was finding him so many times, and you're going, come on, Ryan, take on your man. And he just wouldn't. He would either go up to him, track back, and then pass it backwards or lose the ball. That's every time, and it was really frustrating.
And you need that when teams have got their players hemmed back. You need to be able to get past
the
man.
confidence to take on your man.
Exactly, so that draws another defender out. So then that creates space for the other attacking players who are obviously fighting for space in that defence. And when you don't have the confidence to be able to dribble past your man, then all of a sudden it's easy to defend against, and that's what it proved. Unfortunately, there was one, probably the closest we ever came was Kane flashing across the face of goal, and Delhi was an inch away from making it 3-2. But considering there was 7 minutes stoppage time, I don't think we created anything in stoppage time. They did quite well to stay out the game, Norwich. And I think at the end of the day, considering Norwich had no shots whatsoever no shots whatsoever, fact, in that second half, the fact that we didn't end up winning the game, having scored 2 goals, will be very, very frustrating for Jose and probably for the team, considering if a win would take us into the top 4, going into today's game between Arsenal and Chelsea, that would have been a massive boost for us, and we fluffed it. We just didn't get over the line. The defensive mistakes cost us again, and we have to make up the point somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely, and it's just really disappointing because I think we did do enough to win the game, obviously, except for being clinical enough. I thought the way the game went, I think we did deserve to win that game. I really think so, and I think, but you got to give credit where credit's due to Norwich because they did play a good game as well.
Yeah, they were
it was a good game of football for the neutral.
It was a good game of football, and I'll also say I think this game shouldn't dissuade Jose from playing these kind of players more often, like Ndombele and Lo Celso together, because I think at times we were playing some good football, and I think we're opening up Norwich at times, especially in the first half, quite easily. And I think that second half, the formation really, really worked. I thought Ndombele really ran things really well, and I thought he was probably, of all the players, the most encouraging performance going to the future, that he can really play a big part in our season. And if we can get him fit and playing the whole game, and considering he played 97 minutes yesterday, and he grew as the game got on, he just got better and better as the game wore on.
He was the biggest plus from that game.
Yeah, and a Rabona cross as well to boot, a really good cross as well. Shows the quality this guy has. So if we can get him fit for every game, he's going to be a serious player for us this season. Yeah. It shows you what quality this guy. I know it's only Norwich, but no game is a given in this game. And you're in the Premier League, and when he's playing like that, it's a joy to watch.
Yeah, I don't think Jose will be swayed from playing like that again, because I think he knows that on another day those chances get put away, and another day we battered this Norwich side. So I think that it was just one of those days really where we didn't take our chances, but on another day we could have won that by scoring 5 or 4 goals.
Yeah, but he's just really got to just try and get these individual errors out of our game, whether that's replacing the personnel, getting some new players and all, through his coaching methods, something, because there is every week now. You think of the 3 games that in the Premier League we haven't won under Jose. Man United, 2 mistakes, 2 goals. Chelsea, 2 mistakes, 2 goals. Norwich, 2 mistakes, 2 goals. Mm-hmm. Every single goal we've conceded in the games that we haven't won is due to individual errors.
So actually what you're saying is that our defensive play is actually good. It's just individual errors that's letting us down.
Yeah, arguably. I wouldn't say our defensive play is amazing, but it's probably better than
what it was in the latter years of Poch.
It's just these individual mistakes are just absolutely costing us big time. And Jose can't legislate for Gazzaniga Kung Fu kicking Alonso when all he had to do was catch the ball. He can't legislate for that ridiculous own goal that Norwich scored in that second goal. He can't legislate for Foyth overhitting his control and giving away the first goal. It's just these things are out of Jose's control. He needs the players to step up in these situations. So clearly, without these individual mistakes, we'd be in a far stronger position, and it's costing us points at the moment.
It's true, because Jose did everything right against Norwich, I think.
Yeah, I think
pick
so.
Pick the right line-up, pick the right subs at half-time.
I thought we played well.
Change the game in a positive time. We played well, yeah. I think the time when Norwich were on top, they were really on top in that first half. But I think once we grabbed control of that game back in the second half, I thought we were the better side. Norwich were probably better than us for 25 minutes of the game?
Maybe 20 minutes, yeah. And yeah, they're probably better than us for about 20 minutes, but they didn't have one single shot in that second half, not one. Yeah. So it just shows the control we had in that game. And
that own goal was probably the only time they had the ball in our half.
Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And
well, they didn't even have the ball. It was us.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so frustrating that's what cost us again. But
anyway,
hopefully Jose will rid all these mistakes out of the game. Look, Jose is a ruthless guy. He's going to sort this out for sure. Hopefully in January he'll get the chance to. I don't believe he'll let him, but I'm hoping so, because he's not going to take this shit for much longer. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, well, that was your match review. Let us know in the comments below. What did you think of the game? Do you agree with Jose's lineup? Do you think we should have won the game? Let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you like our content. And as always, come on, you Spurs.